Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Let's start our training today with the recitation of Surah Al-Fatihah. Okay, thank you very much for everyone for joining our training today. This is actually the second training for the topic Excel. Previously, we have the first training on Excel delivered by Sister Hasno. And Alhamdulillah, in the previous training, we received a very good participation and also good feedback from the participant, and they request us to continue with the second series. And thank you very much to Sister Hasno for the previous training. And I also would like to extend my gratitude to Sister Afifah for accepting our lamaran to be our second trainer. Okay, so if you remember if you refer to my email, my invitation email, you can see that we have list down very many topic to be covered today, inshallah. So Sister Afifah said if there is time, she will try to cover everything, inshallah, isn't it? Betul. Try to, kan?
We'll do it slowly so that there are not that
Okay.
many things to cover.
All right. So it's up to Sister Afifah lah to cover how many topic that she can cover today, inshallah. So before we begin the training, let me introduce to everyone who is Sister Afifah. Basically, everyone already knew who is Sister Afifah. She is the lecturer from the English language department in Gambang campus. And for your information, Sister Afifah is our Sifu in EDUCALL. I really admire Sister Afifah, especially during the online era previously. She motivated me a lot. So we are very grateful to have Sister Afifah today to share with us her expertise in the topic today lah. All right. So without further ado, I would like to give the microphone to Afifah. Tafadhali.
All right, so I'll share my Excel worksheet first. Okay, thank you, Kak Muni. So, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So I was asked to do a training on. It's more like a sharing session, okay, for Excel for beginners. I can't say this is like the advanced version because I am not a certified Excel user. I'm just an end user who likes to play around. So feel free to stop me or add any information here if I did it correctly or incorrectly, or there is a better way to do certain things. Okay, so for this training, okay, I've sent an email with the worksheet for you to use on your laptop or on your computer. We're not using the web-based Excel because the function there are limited and a little bit different than what we have on our computer. So, so for MacBook, okay, there are also different functions there. So raw data is provided in the worksheet given through the email. So if you can open it, you can follow and also test what we are going to learn today. So basically, I'll try and cover up until the number 13. Okay, 14 is a little bit more advanced. So if we have time, we can cover that if we have time. But we will cover up until protecting data. Okay, how not to lose your data if you are sharing the worksheet with someone else. So let's start with the basic function, okay, of this. All right. So adding quick access button. Okay, if you have the quick access button on top of the page, it's actually there. Okay, how do you use it? Okay, if you have certain buttons that you like to use the most, okay, when you are using Excel, you can add that shortcuts on quick access button. So these are the ribbons, okay, on top. You can see that file, home, insert, draw, page layout, so on and so forth. Okay, so on top of that, okay, we have this quick access button. So I have quite a few here. This is save, undo, redo, and then center, print out, and then add colors to the cells and also merge. So you can add a little bit more, okay, to your quick access button. So if you want to add save or quick print, or you want the spelling button, a check spelling button to be there, just add it there. Okay, or sort descending, ascending, or touch and mouse button. And more commands can be found. Okay, so if you want to explore, okay, you can click on here, more commands. All right, so these are here. So if you have certain formulas that you want to use or you always use, okay, you want them to appear at all time, you don't want them to disappear, so you can add that under quick access button. So it's a little, this is the easiest one to add. So even for proofing, you can also add shortcut buttons there. Right. Right, this is the easier version. So next one. Okay, another one is to create your own button or your own drop-down menu. So if you have downloaded the file from the email, you can see that you have raw data 1, raw data 2, okay, on the tab. So I have prepared this for you so that you don't have to find your data anywhere else. It's already in the same worksheet. So drop down menu. So what you do here is similar to how you use your menu button over here. Okay, when you click something, you have something to select. But this one is in terms of the data that you have in your Excel. Okay, so the first one, what you need to do is find the data validation button. Okay, you can find it under data here. Okay, and find text, not text column, data validation function. Okay, and then click on data validation. I will not touch any other buttons down here because I have only used the top one, okay, for teaching purpose, also for entering marks, okay, for students. All right, so what you can do after that is you select data validation, show any value, okay, list, usually a list, okay, the list will come from the raw data tab over here, okay. So right after that, let's say I want to input this list. Okay, this is the present tense. This is from raw data number 1. So I'll just move it here then. Okay, so these are like a list, a long list of something to fill up. Okay, but you don't want to type them. So you have copied them somewhere. Okay, so these are grammar items. So present tense, past tense, future tense, until the bottom part. Okay, so you choose the spreadsheet that you want to copy, not this one, this one. Okay, and then later on you make it into a drop-down button. So it will be appearing like this. Okay, so these came here. So I'll show you slowly after this. How are you going to achieve this if you have the same worksheet? Can you please mute your microphone? Thank you. All right, so we have this. For example, okay, you have a list of things or grammar items to teach or grammar items to test or what kind of homework you want to give to the students based on the list that you have. So this is the name of my colleague over here. So I have the list of the names over here, raw data number 2, names of people, staff number, time and date. These are going to be used in another table afterwards. Okay, so how are you going to achieve this? Is that, okay, let's say you want to have the same kind of list from raw data number 1, the one that talks about the grammar item, for example. Okay, so we click here, okay, and then go to data and data validation. Okay, any value, put down the list. Okay, source. Okay, when you click here, just select the source from the raw data that you have. Let's say you want to have from A1 until the last one in the list. Okay, 244. Okay, so it selected that raw data is from your spreadsheet. If you can type it, you can use it. Okay, or you can just highlight it instead of typing it. So it will go back to the original spreadsheet that you have. Okay, and then you will see the menu. Okay, choose any one that you want. So if you want to still use the same thing here, and you want, okay, this one you have to make it into red text. Okay, so it doesn't go to the other column. All right, so if you want the same formula, okay, same drop down button, just copy them down here. Okay, so another one is like, if you want the name of a person over there, okay, let's try this again. They click on the cell that you want to fill up with the menu. Okay, data validation. Okay, choose a list. Okay, find your source, raw data number 2 with the name of the people, and then select all the names. Okay, and you will see it here. So let's say we choose Shita. Okay, so if you want the same formula, just click and drag it. Okay, you want to change the name of a person there, go back to your drop-down menu. All right, so any questions so far? So these drop-down buttons are quite useful if you have a long list of items and you want to fill up certain things only. Okay, like a list of names of people, their metric number, for example. So it will appear as a drop-down button. Okay, now the usage of it. Okay, in terms of like if we can use it for our timetable. Okay, so this is the list of the core courses. This is the list of the venue. So the key thing is, if you want to fill out something like this, like a schedule, make sure you have prepared the raw data according to their items. This is the name of the people, the date and time of examination, exam venues, and then course codes. Okay. Other usage of drop-down menu. So if you have assessment to make, you don't want to use your keyboard a lot, like typing 5454. Okay, the banding. So what you can do is do the same. Okay, prepare a list of the band that you want to fill up. Okay, usually we don't really give the lowest marks first, right? So you can just list it down like this, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 for the banding, and leave it here. Okay, and then go to your grammar item, select the cell. You can do it individually like this, or you want to save time, just highlight everything. Okay, go to data, and then data validation, data. Any value, no, just the list. And then the source, go to your raw data. Okay, speaking band, just highlight this one. And click OK, it will go back to the original one. And you can just choose the marks that you want to give to the students. Okay, you don't have to type it anymore. All right. Okay, so moving on. Okay, if I am too fast, please stop me. Okay. Okay, pay spatial. Okay, we use this function a lot. Most of the time, we don't know what it is. Sometimes you want it to be like in a box like this. But when you copy it, and then you click on the wrong button, you will get a different result. So let's try this one. So how do you paste as is? Number one, okay, the symbol here. Just use this one. Okay, paste as is. So you copy whatever you want to copy. Okay, and we're using the other first button that you can see, paste special. You will copy it as it is. Okay, the way you found it and you copy and highlighted it, it will be the same exact copy. So what happens if you use a different button? Okay, another type of pasting. So only the values. You will only see the values. No more formatting, no more boxes. Okay, the third one is, okay, copy only the formula. Okay, since this is just sentences, not a formula, so it won't copy anything else, but just the content of the cells, just the data. Okay, so what happens if that is a real formula in that cell that you are copying? Okay, for example, okay, yes, we did our drop down button just now when we did some formatting to it. Okay, there is a formula there. So if we copy it, okay, click on this item, copy. Okay, paste special. Will it copy the drop down menu or not? Okay, so you have to try. So formulas, along with the formulas. No, okay, it won't. Okay, the formula this one is referring to is the formula that does the counting, like summing up or averaging. So those are the formulas that they are going to be copied if you pasted it. So let's find another one with the formula. Okay, I have raw data over here, marks of students. Okay, let's say I want to copy this. It has a formula. Where is it? Okay, I guess I have to add the formula here. Let's say I want AL, AG plus AK. So the AG box, okay, AG5, okay, plus AK5. So we have a formula over here that totals up this item and this number. It becomes this one. So we have a formula on top here. So if you click just copy. Nicholas. Yes, can you please mute your microphone? Thank you. Okay, we just copied a formula just now, something with the formula. So copy, paste special with formulas. So we'll see here reference, because the formulas that you are copying is supposed to be referring something from here. Okay, what about if you just copy as is? It got lost already. Okay. Copy. Okay, as is. It will just copy again. The same thing will appear here. So next one, just the data values. You will see the numbers again. Okay, it will copy you the formula. Okay, there's also one type of copying that you can do. I think you can copy with the formula and bring it to the other worksheet. Okay. Oh, just a normal one. Okay. All right. Okay, let's try other function. Okay, paste and transpose, we'll just leave it there because we're going to do that again afterwards. Paste formatting only. So if I were to copy the same column over here, okay, the data over here, okay, and put it down here at the bottom, just formatting only. okay, what will happen? Only the tables, the boxes are going to appear, but not the information there. So we're just copying the formatting. So the next one more type of pasting is that you paste the link only. So I put the link 0. So I'm not so sure this is okay. It came from B90, it says. This one came from B80. So this is what it means when you copy the link. So it will show you the location of the real data. So I copied from the top part here. Okay, so we'll put it, whatever that is inputted here, they are actually in here. No words were typed over here or copied. So since there's no data on B22 in the original one, they just put number 00. 0 is for no data from the original source. Okay, so I will cover everything. Keep the data and the formatting linked to the cell. Okay, number 7, the second type. Then just can do it over here. Okay, if I were to copy it here. Okay, next one, the 7th one. So no borders. Keep the source column width. Okay, same. Okay, the same measurement as the original column. So, and then I think those are the whole thing. So I think we have basically covered all types of pasting the what you have copied. Okay, so now you know the difference between the normal copy and paste, and also the one that you drag the formula, formatting, or just bringing out the data, okay, based on the source. Okay, so next one, okay, I'm going to show you how you can transpose data, especially a longer one like this. Okay, information like this, and you want to change it into this. Okay, so if you have the data with you, on your Excel, you can try this. Okay, what we can do is there are 2 ways of transposing data, the long way or the shortcut. Okay, pasting it is a shortcut. This one is the long way before they found these shortcuts. Okay, so what do you do first? Let's say I have a list of data over here, name, time and date, and then the venue, the name of people over here, and time they were supposed to invigilate for exam, and the exam venues, for example. So we do this, okay, by columns and by rows. So before you can change the position of the information, okay, to just the name, date, time and date, and also venue, the one yellow, okay, to just this one, because you just want to give this information to one person. Okay, you want to let them know this is your time, name, date. Okay, so what you should do to change this information to this part is just you select blank cells. Okay, and then, oh, I nearly forget. Okay, you type transpose. Sometimes you don't have to type until the end, just they will appear here as a suggestion. And then, okay, you put the information that you want to transpose. Okay, and close the bracket. They will put it here for you until the end. Okay, so you have this. Okay, you can try it on your own. Okay, what about changing it to the other way around, from this data to this? Okay, same thing here. Okay, click this type, transpose. Okay, transpose. And then array refers to what are you going to transpose. So select this, all of this. Okay, and then close the bracket. Okay, you will get it back in the original state. Right. So after several tries, you might remember this. Okay, but we can also learn the shortcuts. Okay, so what are the shortcuts? Transpose paste. Okay, one of the pasting formatting that we skipped just now. So what we can do here is you copy this. Okay, and then you click a blank cell and find the transpose on it. Okay, and then you'll see this one next to it. So if you want to change this back to the original state, highlight this, copy, choose the cell, find transpose button, and then it will be back to the original. Right, so step by step instructions are in the Excel spreadsheet that I sent through the email. Okay, Kak Muni, I think I'm going too fast.
Setakat ni Kak Moni boleh ikut lah. Tapi
Yeah,
orang lain
okay.
tak sure. Orang lain boleh juga
Okay,
buat.
okay. If you feel confused, please stop me. I can explain again. So this one is just to refresh what Hasno did the other time. Okay, hide and unhide. Okay, so that you don't get flustered when you have missing buttons. So we know that our columns and rows are divided into A until what? I don't know. Infinity. You can fill up this. Okay, and 1 until like 1 million maybe if you have a lot of data. So how do we hide and unhide? First, the worksheet and also the tab. Okay. If you want to unhide your information, okay, you just click the rows or the columns that you want to hide. Hide. Okay, so you might not notice this, but that's why certain people use color coding or color coded rows or color coded columns so that they notice that they have missing columns or rows. So what you can do is whether you can just, oh, I did just now. Okay, let me undo this. Okay, hide. You can do it manually. Okay, so if you unhide, okay, or you do it through the shortcut, highlight this and then click unhide. Okay, so don't get flustered if you have missing columns or rows. Check it again. They are in the according to their sequence. Okay, now how to unhide your worksheets? Okay, so let's say I want to hide this one, freeze and unfreeze here. Hide. Okay, so how do you know they are hidden ones? Okay, you don't know, right? But you have to make sure that you can, you have to make sure that all the tabs here are present. So how do you know this? Just click unhide. Everything, they will show you which one is hidden. So, okay, select. Okay, so unhide. So if there is nothing hidden, if you click here, the unhide button is in gray. You cannot even click on it. Okay, so there's nothing hidden there. All right. So another one. Yes, hello. Yep. Yes, Ustazah.
You hear me? Okay. Actually, I want to ask you why we have to hide and unhide for certain situation.
Because when we are entering our data, like there are a lot of marks like this one. Okay, let's say I have to deal with this, like we haven't like really, there are so many. Okay, there are so many data to key in. Okay, but I just want to key in one thing and I don't want to get distracted. Let's say I just want to use, I don't want my midterm exam. I just want to key in for my project. So I want to make it closer to my name list. So we click hide here. Okay, and you can see project.
I see. Shukran.
Yes, because we have a lot of data. All right. So, but when certain people hide your tab over here, it's because they don't want you to touch the data. For example, this is raw data, right? Okay, so if I have a drop-down menu and I have a list of names that I want people not to touch it, I can do two things. Either I hide it or I'll do protect the sheet. Okay, this one requires a PIN number or a password. So I'll show you later how. Okay. So that way people can.
Okay, it means we still in the mark as usual, right? We finish key in the mark and then after that we hide what we want. All right, like that,
Yeah, you can do that. If you want people to see certain things only in your mark sheet, okay, in your worksheet, okay. All right, so this is not for the other purpose. This is for VLOOKUP punya formula later, yeah, the mark sheet. Okay, now we are at transpose paste done. Okay. Okay, now, so hiding and not hiding. Just because we want to hide certain worksheet that people, you don't want to allow people to touch it, okay, to change the data and whatnot. So you just hide it, okay, or you want to hide certain column in your mark sheet because you want to stay focused on the marks, okay, you don't want to be distracted, or you want to make it easier for you to find the name list here, for example. Okay. Now another one, refresher one, is freeze and unfreeze. Okay, this one can also cause panic. Okay, so if you don't know which one to freeze, what to freeze. Okay, so usually when we have a long list like this, for example, okay, names of people, phone numbers, okay, but you want the header to be the same. So what you can do is highlight the header, okay, go to view, and then freeze the panes. Okay, do you want to make it only the top row? Okay, so when you scroll down, the first row will not move. Okay, only the later one will move. Okay, so if you want to unfreeze, okay, unfreeze panes. Okay, what else can you do with this? Is that you can freeze the column. Okay, freeze the column. So choose the column up until 2 columns. Okay, freeze first column only. So just the number. So if I highlight it, let's try. Okay, we're on. Okay. So they put a gray line over here. So that means that's the column that has been frozen. Only the numbering. Okay. Okay, so in this case, if you just want the first column to, the second column to freeze, what you can do is we can use the trick, the hide column just now. So unfreeze first. Okay, let's hide the number. We want the name only. So highlight this B and then freeze first column. So it will do the trick. Okay, so it leaves you with only the name because you just hit the numbering column just now. Right. Okay, so another one. Okay, those are freeze panel. Now let's split the same worksheet into 4 panels. So let's undo all the freezing. Freeze pane. Let's unhide. Okay, so you can see the numbers just now. First column. Split the same worksheet into 4 panels so that you can move it around. So what you can do is view, freeze. Okay, a split. Okay, split 2 columns. Okay, it's still the same worksheet, but one is moving the other side. Okay, the one at the bottom. So if you want to move this one up, this is usually for cross-referencing. You want to check what you have already keyed in to make sure that they are not the same data. For example, to avoid duplicates. Okay, 2 columns. Two panels. Okay, so how to stop splitting? Click back, split, unsplit. Split 4 panels. Isn't it here? Okay, view. Okay, and okay. And you see they can be split into 4 parts. Same thing.
Fifa yang split ni, kalau we want to edit, we need to edit in which panel?
Any panel. Sebab it's the
Oh,
same worksheet.
so dia auto.
So dia
Mana-mana panel
auto.
boleh.
Dia cuma you can distribute the data into 4 sites.
Ingatkan
So, boleh
kena
view.
edit dekat,
Tak
dekat
ada.
first panel sahaja. Alright.
Tak ada. Semua boleh. So if you change one, everything will change. It's cuma because this is when you deal with a lot of data to refer to. Macam, for example, okay, in this same worksheet, I have the notes at the bottom, right? Okay, but I don't want this to move because I want to use this data also. So I can refer to it this way. Okay, so we don't normally use this a lot, but people who are engineers use this to refer to their pie charts, flow charts, and whatnot. So they use this a lot. Okay, so if you want to unfreeze everything or split, okay, split. So basically, if you click on this once, it will split into 2. You click it the next time, it will split into 4. So you have to click twice. Okay, so that was freeze and unfreeze, and then splitting the same worksheet into 4 panels and 2 panels. Okay, whatever you did in the same worksheet will be updated at the same time. Okay, you don't have to worry about losing your information or data. So next one, this is the most useful one, okay, is to combine information. So let's say I have this freeze and unfreeze thing. I have, let's say I want to combine the name of the person and also their staff number. Okay, or if you have this your student's name and their phone number and then the section number, but you want them to stay together. Okay, because we can use this information to update our contact list on Google Contact. Okay, and it will synchronize with our phone. So you don't have to type your student's name one by one. Okay, you can just export it to Google Contact and then it will update your phone if you have logged into Gmail account, your IIUM account using Gmail. All right, so what we can do here is type this formula. Okay, which cell do you want to combine? So example, I want to combine the section number and the student's name. Okay, this is in A8 and B8. So just type A8 and use the ampersand symbol, B8. Okay, so if you highlight this and drag it down, you're copying the formula. So all the names are combined with their section number. Okay, so if you want to combine a person's name and their staff number, but you want to leave a space there. Okay, I can't remember. All right, okay, you can use this. Okay, type the cell's number A28. Okay, and leave a space here. Yeah, what's the cell B28? And take that down. Okay, just a person and yeah, staff number. So if you highlight this and copy it down, you will see the same method being used again. Okay, we want to leave a space here for the number. So whatever you updated here will also appear here, but these information are combined together. Okay, so what if you have a long information and you want to split them into 2 different columns? Okay, so you can split them easily. So how do you use the formula? What kind of formula are you going to use? Okay, I have the student's name here, and I have this. Okay, so what I can do is highlight the student's name.
Fifa.
Yes.
Sorry Fifa. Kak Min tak sure lah, takut Kak Min je yang nampak macam ni. Tapi sekarang ni Kak Min nampak dekat yang
Split
masih lagi
column.
tentang split. Yang masih lagi yang split panel tu.
Split panel.
Ha.
Okay. I think it's the internet here. Okay, let me stop sharing. I'll share this the screen again.
Okay.
So are we at number 10, splitting data using text to column?
Okay.
Okay, so number 10 right now. Okay, so I have a list of names over here with their section number combined, but I want to split them into two. I don't want the section number, I just want their names. Okay, what I can do is highlight this. Okay, and then go to, okay, but before that, okay, let's save this if in case we lose our information. So just insert two columns. Right, so two blank columns over here. Okay, so we have this. Okay, go to data, text to columns. Okay, so what you want to eliminate is the dash between the numbers and the name. Okay, the section number. So we can use delimited. Okay, eliminate the dash, and then they will split into these two columns. Okay, next. Okay, and finish. There's already data here. You want to replace it? Yes. So it will be put like this. Okay, so just copy this for your name list. So that's how you split text into columns. So another function is fixed width. Okay. I lost the information already. Okay, let's undo this. Okay, highlight and then go to data, text column. Okay, fixed width. Okay, you see a margin that can be moved here. So you can just click here and remove the small arrows right before the names. Okay, and click next. Okay, and finish. Okay, so you see this. Okay, but the hyphens are not taken out because we just moved the arrows. We didn't move the information. Okay, so that's how we split data to text using columns, text to columns. Okay, not that hard to do. So you can do this. Okay, so next one, item number 11. How do you trace formulas if people use the same worksheet as you are? Okay, well, you don't know how to correct. Okay, what they have already edited. So we use trace formula. Okay, trace precedent, and also dependence. So when you trace precedent, okay, you find the source of the data and you want to trace the dependent. Okay, you find what people have changed from the data that you have given to them. And we also learn how to remove the arrows. So for example, okay, so you can see this one has been done. Okay, it will show you the source, okay, of the names here. It came from this one, okay, this one came from this list. So it will show you the arrow. Okay, so how you find it? Okay, let's say talking about splitting this now, right? Okay, so click here and then go to, I forgot already. Okay, formulas. Okay, splitting, go to formulas. Okay, trace precedent. it requires active cell contains a formula which includes valid references. So you can trace the precedent, okay, if you have the data here. But if you change the whole column and everything, it cannot detect it for you. So because it is meant for tracing formulas. So let's do on the, okay, not drop down, transpose data just now. Okay, so transpose data here, you can find it. Okay, let's say you want to trace this. Where does it come from? This one. Okay, where does it come from? So formula, trace precedent. Okay, it will show you the arrow. It came from this information. Okay, is this one the same as this one? Okay, trace, click on the cell, trace precedent. It says that it comes from the information on top, not from the left side. Okay, so you can see this everywhere. So this information, where does it come from? This information. Okay, so if you want to see whether this information has been copied anywhere in this worksheet, you can click one column here, click on trace dependent, and you'll see it refers. Okay, so this information has been used over here and also in this part of the worksheet. So there are a lot of errors, okay, that shows you the sources, okay, or the derivatives. So select everything and then remove arrows. Okay, those are tracing precedence and also the dependence. Okay, tracing done. Now header and footer. Okay, the dynamic one. So if you look at your worksheet, it doesn't appear over here, but the header and footer are going to appear when you want to print out your spreadsheet. Okay, so print. Okay, so you see it here. Time saving tips for Excel beginners, the time and then the date. So this is the name of the file. You can also put the file sources or the URL over here. Okay, so how are you going to do this? So select the information, the worksheet that you want to print out or the one that you want to have a dynamic header and footer. Okay, so let's say I want to do it here. So what you can do is you go to view, okay, page layout, okay, and you see they split this into different parts because this is how it's going to be printed later. You didn't set the margin yet, okay, but you just want to key in the certain things, okay. So type N and also type file so that you can see your file name, okay, and then N, okay, and this one time, okay, in a bracket, and also the date. So this will be your dynamic header and footer. Why is it called dynamic? So if you save the file at certain time, this one will appear, the time of when you save your file, okay. And if you save it on different days, it will appear also on this file. So you know which version of the data or of the file that you have saved. Okay, so to get out from this view, just click normal. Okay, so you can see this. So there are other things that you can type also, which worksheet, okay, which page, okay, and the date. Okay, so next one, okay, is protecting your data. So other than hiding it, okay, but not eliminating the risk of people deleting your information, okay, you can do this to protect your data. Let's say I have raw data over here. I don't want people to change any marks here. Only I can change the marks. Okay, what I can do is, okay, go to the tab, okay, to go to the worksheet, click on protect worksheet. Okay, what do you want to protect? Do you want to make sure that the format of the cells are the same, the columns are the same? the rows are the same, okay? You don't want people to insert columns or rows or delete columns, so click on them, okay? All right, and then type the password that you want to insert. Okay, make sure it's a number that you remember. Otherwise, you cannot change your worksheet at all. So I'll just type 1, 2, 3, 4, the easiest one. Okay, and then re-enter 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now let's see if somebody wants to delete this. Oh, I don't dare to. Okay, I think it's other people who are using this. Okay, so let's try it on something that does not have information. This one. Okay, protect sheets. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, delete. Allow users of this worksheet to, oh, okay, this is to allow. So if you don't want to allow them to insert anything, unclick here. Okay, so format cell, format column, or format rows, you can just like select. You cannot do anything. So that's one thing. Okay. Okay. Right. So if I want to do something, I can't even click on this. Okay. I can't even select anything. So people can only view what you have here. Okay. So can you still delete it? Yes, you can still delete it. Okay. So even though it's locked, it still can be deleted. Only the information cannot be changed. Oh, that one is a new information. Okay, so you can protect the information there, but you cannot protect it from being deleted. It's already gone. All right, so be careful. All right, you can protect your data, but your worksheets can still be deleted. Okay. I think we have gone until the last part of the training. So we have the hardest one today. So VLOOKUP. It has a different formula to fill up. Okay, so what do we do with VLOOKUP when we are working on two spreadsheets at the same time? Let's say I have one here that I want to fill up the CAM marks and the final marks. But sometimes people have to like upgrade marks over here, change the grading, and then at the same time, all that you can do is just copy and then paste, copy and paste. Sometimes it's not copied correctly and pasted correctly. So what we can do is, okay, we use this formula for updating our main mark sheet. So when you put VLOOKUP, type VLOOKUP, okay. What is the lookup value? You're looking for this information. Number 1 until number 18 with the same metric number. Okay. So table of array, where do you want to look for the information on? Okay, from, okay, go to your raw data. Okay, choose from here until your CAM marks over here. So that's around 23 rows and 33 columns. Okay. Type the columns index number. I think 23 rows, 33 columns. Okay, 33. Okay, range to lookup. Okay. You want exact match, type false, close the bracket. Okay, it's the spill. So I think I inputted the columns incorrectly just now. 23. Let me check again. Up until 33. So 33. Do you want it to spill? Yes. Only here. Okay, let's do this again. We look up. What lookup value? Over here. Okay, table array, comma. Find the table. Up until camp 33. Okay, and range lookup false. Okay, so you can see the one here. Okay, these are the same as in the raw data. So if I make a change over here, for example, I put 5. Okay, this is a protected sheet. You cannot do anything. So you have to have, okay, unprotect it. Password. Okay, so I want to change this into 5, for example. So the full mark is, oh, okay, this one is not formulated. Okay, so cam. So there's no formula here. So cam. Okay, this total M3, I'm sorry. Okay, M3 here plus this one plus this one and what is this? A45. Okay. So that's the total example. So just copy this so that you can have the same formula. So total marks over here is around 30. So if we change anything from this worksheet, okay, look at to this mark sheet, it will update on its own. Because we have said, okay, I want to look for information for Ahmad Fahmi, and then it will scroll here. So Ahmad Fahmi until the camp marks. So whatever you updated in the previous, in this mark sheet, it will be updated automatically here. You don't have to copy and paste everything. Any questions so far? Okay, we still have like around 30 minutes, 30 minutes left. Okay, not 30 minutes. Yeah, 2:30, 4:30. Okay, 1 more hour. Okay, I think I finished early. So I'll explain to you a little bit about the information on when you can import your information, okay? The information that you have, let's say for your phone numbers, okay, from your phone, okay, into Google Contact. Okay, what do I have just now? Where's the... Okay, we have combine here, combine data. Okay, so if you want to transfer this information, okay, and save it into Google Contact, okay, I think I have to create a new worksheet for this. Okay. Right. Okay, what you need to do is have the section number, name, and phone number. Section number, this one can be combined, okay, like this. Okay, what you can do is copy and then place it here. Okay, as a value, so that you don't lose the data. Okay, delete this. Okay, just put the phone number. Okay, so as long as you have the phone number column and name column, okay, in order, you can just save this. Say, highlight this first. Save as. Okay, save as CSV. Okay, but you want the one that you highlighted only, not the other worksheet. So more option. Okay. Let's do the other way around. So this one. Okay, move or copy. Create a copy, new one, new book. Since I'm sharing just the windows, you can't see this. So let me share the whole window first. Okay, so you can see this. This one is saved as a book. Okay, it's imported to another one. So save as CSV. Let's say contact number. Section 903. Okay. Right, so it is save as comma delimited file CSV. What you can do is go to your Google contact. Okay, and create contact. So this one, I already uploaded their phone numbers and everything. So create contact over here, create multiple contact. Okay. But if you want to download them as a group, what you can do is have a label. Okay, let's see 9031. Okay, save. Find it here. So create contact, create multiple contact. Find the label 90301. Okay, we have chosen that. Have CSV or VCUP file, import contact instead. Select the file that you have already saved. Okay, I save it here. So this is the logo for CSV. Okay, and then open. Okay, and import. So it will appear. Okay, you have imported, we like to look for duplicates. So since these are existing phone numbers of my students, okay, if I uploaded them again, I have to delete them again. So what I can do is find when I uploaded them. So imported on this date. Right. So as long as you have your information ready, name and the phone number ready here, they will be uploaded if you save it as CSV. So I think I have covered everything I want to cover, including the extra ones. I thought it's going to be slow. So, Kak Muni, I'll pass the session to you.
Okay, thank you,
I just
Hikal.
open the floor for questions, but not so
Uh-uh.
advanced one.
Anyone want to ask anything? No question. I think
No.
everything is understood.
InsyaAllah. Amin.
InsyaAllah. But don't worry, all the notes are in the sheet kan, Fifah kan?
Yes, it's there.
So
Except
if
for the
we-
VLOOKUP because it's a little bit difficult. You can go and watch more videos.
later on I will share the recording insyaAllah.
Yes.
Alright, so if nobody want to ask anything, so we can stop here. Thank you very much, Sister Fifa, for all the new information. Alhamdulillah, I myself, I learned a lot today. There are so many interesting things we can do in Excel.
Yeah,
So
other
for
than the
me,
formulas.
yeah. So even though we don't know when we are going to use all the knowledge that we learned today, but at least we knew that this thing can be done using Excel. And we always can refer to FIFA Excel for the notes and also the recording. Kan?
I
Nak
am
tanya
also
apa-apa
learning
pun,
myself.
nak tanya apa-apa pun boleh email FIFA kot kan?
InsyaAllah.
InsyaAllah. Alright, so thank you once again, everyone. Don't forget to record your attendance. I already put the link in the chat, and you can also refer to the invitation email previously. I put the link also. The link will close at 5. Saya buka daripada pukul 2.20 sampai pukul 5 sahaja. And then insyaAllah later on, I will send the evaluation form to all the participants today, insyaAllah. Alright, thank you once again, Fifa.
Thank you, everyone,
Barakallah
for
fi and
attending.
and also to everyone who attend today. Thank you very much.
Barakallahu fi ukhti Muni.
Yeah.
Assalamualaikum.
Thank you.
Syukran,
FIFA.
Syukran. Assalamualaikum.
Thank you.
Waalaikumsalam.